I don't know what it is, but I should probably.
That thing is odd and sparking. I think I need to replace it.
But no, you know what I mean. But I mean,
Yeah.
I look at stuff and I map it out in my brain for a computer, and it just comes very easily, right? Whereas mechanics doesn't. But my mum is completely opposite. She has no freaking idea, and she used to download the occasional bits and bobs, and then it stopped and it was made legal. And just by her own volition, she just went on to Google and went, "Can I?" And somebody just used the word proxy, and then she put in like Pirate Bay and then proxy, and then there it was. So if she can do it, and she knows nothing, then it's
I used to use
pointless.
I use Putlocker. I use Putlocker IS. That one.
Yeah,
I just stream off there. Yeah, stream off there, and
if I can't find a stream for it, I use an unlocker. I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, there's hundreds. And then go to EZTV.
Yeah. What's the other one I use? I used to use Couch Tuner, but the other one I use is Hola for Netflix. So I can watch the US content.
Yep. Good
Yeah,
man.
although are they gonna be able to block that one soon?
They're trying.
They're trying very hard to block them all.
But the worst thing is all they do is somebody just sets up another DNS server and it kicks off onto that. Because what I used to do that on the 360, it'd last a month, they'd block it, and then you just flip to another one.
The problem with the internet and anything computer related is that the people that are doing the hacks, whether ethical or not ethical hacks, are far more intelligent than the people that are trying to stop it.
Yeah,
that is the problem with it. Far more intelligent. They need to. If you want
if they're not, they're far
you want
more
to stop
resourceful.
hacking, right? One, you can't. But let's just say theoretically it was. You need to hire the people that you're arresting.
Yeah.
That's what they've done with a lot of things.
It's like bot networks, isn't it, as well?
Oh, wasn't it? There was a guy before, or a kid, who had hacked a certain thing, and then the company that he hacked actually employed him afterwards.
Yeah, they quite a lot of them do that.
I think it depends on how severe the actual offence was. And if, say, for instance, somebody actually does it and go, "Oh, by the way, I've just exploited your system," then normally it's like, "Oh, would you like a job?"
I'm not one to make wild accusations and go off the whole kind of like, I don't know, the bombings in America were by the fucking corporations and all that bullshit. But I will say, I can guarantee you there are people that are working in the security forces around the world that have probably hacked into them and then been employed.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. More than likely, yeah.
That sounds about right.
There's quite a few. There's been some in the paper, haven't it? They offered people jobs for doing it.
Well, who else are MI5 are looking for highly intelligent people that can hack into a system, and then they hack into yours, and you're the people that hack into other people? I mean, that's a pretty good resume, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, have you seen that TV program Scorpion?
Yes. Oh, I've been watching that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of based on a real. It's loosely based on a real story. Yeah. You know, there's a guy hacked into something, so they employed him.
NASA, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As in the real story was actually that a kid.
Yeah.
A young child. I think he was slightly older than they put him in the thing because they needed the whole build up. But I think he was in his early teens, hacked into NASA. Yeah. And then they kept him on his books and then eventually hired as an analyst or something.
But the other one I liked was what's it called? It's like the other thing as well is they keep trying to shut it down, but most of these people, they use bot networks.
Yeah.
Which is far more powerful than any supercomputer, a single supercomputer on its own.
Yeah, because it could be using your computer right now.
Yeah.
It could be using 1 kilobit of your internet right now, which is an insignificant amount that nobody will ever miss. But you times that by the hundreds of millions of computers that they're doing on, and suddenly you've got Skynet that you've got control over. It's amazing.
Right, looks like Hyperjump is going to wipe my wanted.
Oh, H-Jump you got.
Yeah.
Ooh!
For some reason, you've disappeared from Wing.
Oh, it's because I crashed.
3, 2,
right.
1, engage.
I forgot about that.
80% fast.
I'll get when I jump
Oh,
into
well,
system now.
I just gotta wait for a second. I tell you what, the one thing I love about with the
Fuel scooping.
the Corvette and the Anaconda is when you're thrusting in normal
Fuel
space.
scooping
Oh, yeah.
And you see
complete.
the thrusters in front of you. It's actually quite awesome. The level of detail in the little
Fuel scoop
thrusts.
disengaged.
I love the little touches in this game. Right, time to jump.
Maybe people don't appreciate that. That's why I think you'll appreciate The Expanse.
Yeah.
Because there's times where it's a little bit corny, a little bit kind of like, oh, you don't really have the budget for that, but you fucking gave it a go anyway,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. It doesn't take away from the overall experience, but it's the little things that they have, the whole kind of little bits and pieces that are in, like just the whole idea of this, like they have hyperspace jumps so they can get around, because obviously they're going to have to kind of do things that are against disbelief to get between Mars and Earth and all this, and just the way they go about that, and the small touches that you have to be like strapped into a seat and you have to be pumped with these chemicals to keep you alive during the process.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So then that puts out, then you can see where they can go from there.
Yeah. I definitely will give that one a look. That sounds quite interesting, actually. Right. Where are you heading to now, dude? You're going
I'm
back
heading to
this
Fisher,
or...
yeah, so I
Yeah,
can
okay.
pay that off and get some repairs done, because I did have 30% for some reason taken out of my hull when, was it when we took on the wing earlier?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I can't remember what it was. It was, oh, it was two Cobra Mark IIIs for some reason. They got the upper hand
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah, they're tough. They were the ones that took my shields out as well. They're tough as hell because
Ah.
they've usually got rail guns.
Well,
Tough little ships,
Yeah.
then.
you were taking out the Federal dropship, I think it was, and then it was, and I decided to shoot the Federal dropship, but then sort of take out the other ones then to give you the breathing space.
Yeah. Cool.
Didn't quite
It's
work to
not
plan.
quite as good as... not quite as bad as the one we had the other night, was it, Rowley? Was it 2 gunships and a dropship at the same time?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came over, but they were chatting because everything's going fine, and I just went off literally behind this asteroid and started on something without really looking at it properly. And all I said in my Vulture was, I think it must have come. I'd love it to come over garbled with the sound of explosions and fire and sparks and alarms going off, and just going, I need help.
Yeah.
And it was just
And the thing is,
they came around the corner and all they could see was just me powered down because they'd hit my power. Just these 3 ships just coming around pounding on me, and they were just like, run!
Yeah, and I was stuck doing another drop ship.
Yeah.
Right? So Craig come running in as well to help you out in his ass. Was getting totally mullered, and the only thing is, I had literally nearly just been blown up just before that.
That's right.
And so I came back to Fisher, and I armored up. I just literally filled up on the internal armor, not the normal. So I was like, I got like 2,700 odd armor. And literally, I sat there, shields down, just getting battered with stuff while them to run off. I come out of it though with like 80% left armor, killed all 3 of them, and I was like, how the fuck did that happen? It was fucking
I did a good number. I got one of them down to like 24%.
Yes. Yeah.
And then that's
You
when I got
one
into
with
trouble.
gunship.
Yeah.
So literally, it was a case of... And it's
Engines
like,
disengaged.
yeah, you guys
11%.
saved me earlier, now it's my turn. I was like, I was quite chuffed with that. It was like, yay! I managed to return the favor.
It was really funny actually, because previous to this, he'd got into trouble and we'd all gone back.
Yeah.
And he said, "Right, guys, give me 5 minutes. I'm just going to put some more armor on my ship." And I went, "Oh, that's probably a good point as well. I'm going to get rid of my this, that, and the other." So I got rid of about 5 million worth of kit and put on other kit because we weren't interdicting, so I took that off, and we weren't doing this, so I took that off. I put better weapons on as well. I changed the weapons around, and it was only because of all those changes that we actually survived. I think.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, it
But
does make a hell of a difference
it's
having more armor.
I didn't realise how much of a floating tank this thing can be. It literally would just sat there.
We, well, both of us got out with, both of us running away got out with. I had 11% hull and no
And you both
windscreen.
had, yeah, you both had your screens out because
Yeah.
you couldn't stop the fisher, could you? You had to go to the nearest one and
Yeah,
repair there first before going
we
back
had to.
to fish.
We couldn't even make it to Fisher from where we were. We had to make it to the. I can't remember the name of it. It's a big long name, but the outpost.
Right.
Oh,
You would have been a bit
and
screwed if it didn't do repairs.
well, at least I
Yeah.
would have had my 10 minutes worth of air back, so I could
Yeah.
have flown to Fisher.
Yeah. Oh, it was fucking. I like literally. It was like heart pounding.
It was so funny because we were like, "Oh, I just rammed you. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I just shot you. Blah blah blah." And then everything went dead serious, and it was like, "Right." And everybody went quiet, and they were like, "Rowley, how far are you out?" And I'm like, 3.5 minutes out. And they were like, "Okay, how much oxygen have I got? 6.5 minutes. Okay, you should be able to make it. I'm just docking now." And I'm like, "Okay, how many places are there?" And he's like, "There's only one. There's only one small." And I'm like, "I need you to go down and log out so that I can land." And he's like, "Right, okay, gotcha." And it was all like planned like that.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that was over, we were like,
them two
you
were
were like,
talking,
"Oh, I
doing
killed
that.
all of them."
I'm still in there. Yeah, I'm
You're
still there
still there.
fighting them. And I was like, fuck, guys, how the hell am I doing this? It's like fucking nuts. Oh,
Then we all went back to
It's like-
Fisher together, and we all had like about 2 million each, didn't we?
Yeah. Like literally, I had a gun.
Yeah,
it
in all
was,
fairness,
like,
it's
2
been
gun
giving some good
ships,
payouts.
drop ship. Yeah. Well, I've actually I went on the other night when I just thought, oh, I just fancy having a bit of a go on my own. I managed to scrape myself up to 20 million.
I'm on
in this
nearly
CG.
10 now.
So I was like, yay. So I was like, that's the highest, and I'm in the top 5%. Do you know what? That's the first time I've ever been in the top 5%. I couldn't quite believe it.
Yeah, I'm on 9 mil at the moment.
Yeah.
Total.
Fuck, we made $1 million now. Shit. Well, we just made $1 million.
Yeah.
Well, I've been able to, on average, if I can have a good day on you, I was making about 10 million a day. So. For combat, that's the quickest I've ever done it for combat.
I've got 9,980,000, so I'm in the top 15%.
Yeah, same with me.
You know what? I should be able to hopefully stay in the top 5%.
Yeah, you should be able to stay in there because I don't think anyone. Because saying that the person who put onto the group, I think they had 14 million.
Yeah.
Sweet. Sure, it was that.
Because the one thing I've always wanted is like my goal with this now is I'd love to get my commander name in the Galnet News.
I love the fact that they do that.
Yeah.
Well, they add it all into the sort of the other stuff.
Well, I've just found my Earth flag, so I'm gonna head back.
Sweet.
That's all I wanted.
Nice going.
Literally, people like, "Oh yeah, just did this," and I'm like, "No, I just give myself small missions for exploring, because if not, I get bored."
Have you done Sajay yet?
No.
I need to do that at some point as well.
Yeah, I've done it the once, and it's a trip. And I didn't read the forums first either, so I ended up going the long way.
Probably best not to.
Yeah.
I
It
just
was
was
not
asking about giving a
fun.
cat raw chicken.
No, you shouldn't give a cat raw chicken.
There we go. The person that was that posted on there, it was 16 million, and they were in the top 5%.
Okay. I know when you did it, you were at 10 when
Am I
you
being a
were
bit
in
too
the top
loud?
5%, but I think it's moved up slightly. So
Yeah.
that's why I was a little bit. I was like, I should really finish this exploration actually and get back and just make maybe like 12 million and just get into the top 5%, because the difference between top 5 and top 15 is a good couple of million quid, isn't it?
Yeah. I just got told off for being too loud.
It's because you were excited about things.
I get awfully overexcited. She can't quite cope with how excitable I get. Shut up, you. At least I get excitable about stuff.